I'm Rachel Gable, and this is your Fair Cattle Markets update for the 30th of June. The deadline to collect signatures for the checkoff referendum vote on the petition is right around the corner. July 2nd is the deadline. As of last week, now these are old numbers, but RCAF said last week that they've been gaining momentum and they've had several hundred signatures every day, but they were just under 17,000 of the 88,000 required signatures. Of course, that was last week. And of course, there are folks that are carrying those paper petitions. So it'll be interesting to see what the vote is. I also got an email today from Wendy's. They said that they're making a bold commitment. They're making a bold commitment to become a leader in reducing antibiotic resistance risk. They have pledged to, end all routine use of medically important antibiotics in the U.S. and Canadian beef, pork, and chicken supply chains by 2030 within their restaurants. So I thought it was interesting. Of course, they immediately tied it to the next pandemic, which I don't know that COVID was treated with antibiotics, but I digress. So, and then they launched into the World Health Organization, which, gosh, there's a lot of things to think about them. But they're saying that antibiotics in food animals is a significant contributor to the global problem of antibiotic resistance. So they have this, and I thought this was really interesting. They have this animal welfare committee, and I thought, oh gosh, who's going to be on this? But they've been in place since 2001, which was interesting. But their objectives, I thought, were pretty fair and clear. Do the right thing for our animals, be diversified in our membership, learn from experts and act accordingly, be transparent, provide a rational basis for our decisions, and be thoughtful yet progressive in our approach. And then I wanted to see who is on this council. And honestly, this sounds pretty fair and balanced to me, but I don't know it. I don't know everyone. So if there's someone on here that really raises your suspicion, that you really raise an eyebrow at, I'd like to know about it. But John Butler, CEO of Beef Marketing Group, Dr. Karen Christensen, Director of Animal Wellbeing at Tyson, Dr. Kelly George, an Assistant Professor of Animal Sciences at The Ohio State University, Pat Hord Family Farms, Colette Castor, she's the Executive Director of the Professional Animal Auditor Certification Organization. I'm not familiar with them. Dr. Steve Mueller, who is a Professor of Animal Science and Swine Extension Specialist at The Ohio State University, Susie Rapp, the VP of Animal Programs at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, Dr. Bruce Stewart Brown, SVP of Food Safety, Quality, and Live Production at Purdue Farms, and Dr. Jennifer Walker, Director of Milk Quality at Danone, North America. So I thought that was an interesting group, and I thought it was really interesting that they've been in place since 2001. I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be a new deal and it's going to be a hot mess, but it seems pretty reasonable for all of this. Of course, they tout that they've taken a lot of their direction. Their program was developed with the support and partnership from animal care pioneer and professor of animal science at CSU, Dr. Temple Grandin. So it's kind of interesting. I also thought it was interesting today. I did not go into the grocery store because you can do it online at 3 o'clock in the morning on your phone. They will bring it to your car at Safeway, which I think is maybe the greatest thing ever. I try not to go into grocery stores ever, but they were out of whole milk. And they must have also been out of 2% because I ordered whole milk because I listen to Trent Loose. And I do what he says sometimes. But my family likes whole milk. And I ordered some and they didn't have the store brand or any of them. They substituted with organic, and I when I was unloading my groceries into my car. The gal knows me because apparently I get groceries a lot. And she said, I was teasing her and I said, gosh, you gave me organic milk? Never had that before. And she goes, I know, we were out of everything. So I thought that was interesting. But probably neither here nor there. However, I hope you're having some rain wherever you are, because I know so many of you guys are needing that. If you haven't read it already, go to Tri-State Livestock News, tsln.com. There is an interesting little blurb on there, a piece that's really well written and it's good, called Nothing to Eat. And it'll rip your heart out, by golly, and I know a lot of you really don't need to read it because you're living it, but I'm with you in praying for rain, and I want nothing but the best for all of our readers, so I hope that you're getting what you need this week. I'm Rachel Gable. This is your Fair Cattle Markets update for the 30th of June.